Hello again. Deputy Transport Minister Sindisiwe Chikunga will be identifying the body of her son, daughter-in-law and 4 grandchildren today. They were killed in a car crash in Ladysmith on Sunday night. The Transport Minister, Fikile Mbalula, is also there in KZN to offer his support. And my colleague, senior reporter Dasen Thathiah, is following this story for us this afternoon. He's joining us now live from Ladysmith. Good afternoon, Dasen. Very tragic story there where a family, part of a family has perished in a road accident, and they being the family of the Deputy Transport Minister.
Definitely tragic, and I think it was easy to see today what type of impact this has had on the Deputy Transport Minister, as well as her colleagues, her other family members that were here. It is a painful task. Remember, in that portfolio, they would be seeing scenes like this. This time, though, it's a lot closer to home, and it's obviously much more painful to witness. So, as you mentioned in your intro, Chikunga did go to the mortuary. That's where she identified the remains of her son, Kulekani Kraba, as well as Zinhle Kraba, which is her daughter-in-law, and the 4 children that were in the car. And I'll tell you, Bradan, that we found out now that those children were quite young. In fact, some of them, we're told, were between 7 and 9 years old. They were expected to return to school, and this happened when they were returning from a holiday, their school holiday. So their parents had picked them up from Witbank, and they were driving them back, and this was when the accident happened here just outside Ladysmith. So it certainly hasn't been an easy day. One of the places that was visited by Chikunga, as well as Fikile Mbalula, who was here to offer support, was this impound that we're standing outside now. And that's where the vehicles are left. It's a Ford Ranger vehicle as well as a Toyota Starlet. And just looking at those images that we saw even from the accident scene on the day, you could see the type of impact that was there during that collision that took place at about 7:30 on Sunday. It happened at high speed, and the initial reports are telling us that Ford Ranger was on the wrong side of the road when this family was traveling back. But let's listen in now to what Fikile Mbalula had to say to us during a press briefing that he held earlier at the accident site.
Our emphasis is on law enforcement. So when you are driving at night in a road like this and there is no traffic, you think that you've got a license to be Michael Schumacher and just present yourself as an F1 driver in a road that is not meant for F1. And then you're driving not within the speed limit. So when you get involved in an accident or any emergency that you can encounter, you should be in a position, if you are driving within the speed limit, to avoid the accident. Now, we can't pass judgment about what happened. It's a head-on collision. It is very clear that it is human error. What caused that human error? Is it drunkenness? Is it tiredness? Or what is it? Their investigation will reveal that to us. But the 6 people and children among those 6 have perished because of accidents. So we take this opportunity to call upon motorists on the road to drive responsibly. Accidents, when they happen, they take your life. And they take the lives of innocent people. Those children had a future ahead of them.
Fikile Mbalula there saying investigations will clarify what happened. Is there any idea about what could have happened? I mean, he alluded to a number of possibilities. The investigation is still going to be happening. Any word from the local authorities there, Dasen, as we conclude, about how they are approaching this investigation into this tragic accident?
Well, the investigation is still underway. As I said, the initial reports indicate that the Ford Ranger was on the same side of the road as the Toyota. But I did ask the direct question to transport authorities that were here, and I said, is that driver going to be charged? Is he going to be arrested? He's currently in hospital recovering. And what they said to me is that at this point, it'll be 6 counts of culpable homicide, and whether that investigation leads to the arrest of anyone, that is something that we still have to see. So still very early stages. But just to underscore the point that was made there by the Transport Minister, just this weekend alone in KZN, over 20 people lost their lives on the roads. And that's only from the accidents that we know of, that were more than 5 people that had passed away. So the death toll this weekend alone was extremely high, and that's not even counting the accidents that we know of that took place in places like Limpopo and the Eastern Cape as well. So his words there about drivers needing to watch how they drive certainly rings true, because it seems like, from what authorities are telling us, that driver error is leading to a lot of these crashes.
Thank you very much, Dasen Thathiah, on the ground in Ladysmith for us this